What you are about to experience will blow your mind. It's okay. You have three minds. You are using and experiencing all of them right now. Let us begin with a quote from perhaps the most brilliant mind of the last century, Dr. Max Planck, PhD. Considered the father of quantum physics 60 years ago, he expressed wisdom known by the ancients from the perspective of an individual scientist evolving into that realization. Now your time has come. New scientific ideas never spring from a communal body, however organized, but rather from the head of an individually inspired researcher who struggles with his problems in lonely thought and unites all his thought on one single point, which is his whole world for the moment, unquote. Max Planck. That lonely scientist is you. That explorer, that researcher is you. Your life is an experiment. This will always be so. How far will you go? I am Dr. William R. Schroeder, DO, MCDB, internal medicine physician, molecular biologist, and graduate of the Associate Program in Integrative Medicine at the University of Arizona School of Medicine under Dr. Andrew Weil, MD. I can show you how to go where the other explorers have traveled. Existing inside what we consider the physical is a field of information much larger than the physical universe itself. There is another universe, the metaphysical universe. Emerging scientific and ancient cultures say that behind the physical universe, there must be something like a mind. Minds are metaphysical things. Behind your body, there is a mind, and behind your soul, there is a mind. Within the darkness, at the point of all creation, you can see the emerging products of yet another mind. Beyond that, there is nothing. As conscious beings, as perceivers, we can explore all these realms. We can experience the content of these minds. The available evidence shows that we are these minds. We cannot be otherwise. Quote, as a man who has devoted his whole life to the most clear-headed science, to the study of matter, I can tell you as a result of my research about the atoms this much. There is no matter as such. All matter originates and exists only by virtue of a force, which brings the particles of an atom into vibration and holds this most minute solar system of the atom together. We must assume, behind this force, the existence of a conscious and intelligent mind. This mind is the matrix of all matter. Dr. Bill here. Physics has proven that everything is energy. Energy is information. To be aware of energy is to be conscious. To be conscious is to have a mind. I know Max Planck and the ancients who share this wisdom are right. The mind behind the matrix of existence is conscious. Our level of consciousness within this matrix determines our level of access to this information, this mind. Everything from the smallest subatomic particle through all the items in the cosmos we are aware of because of this matrix of consciousness. Our consciousness has to be part of this matrix because everything is. Ask yourself this, are you aware of everything within this matrix? What have I said? You are. The reason you said no, if you did, is simply because you are not aware of your other two minds. The mind you are perceiving with right now, the ordinary mind, is limited by the filter of the five senses, the processing speed and storage capacity of your brain, the conceptual worldviews of yourself and others, and the illusions that develop due to a lack of experience operating your other minds. Here in this position you occupy as a perceiver, you experience the illusion that you are separated from the other two minds. You experience location in time and space. At this perceptual position, you suffer from the rules of the physical. If you shift into the superconscious mind, which some people will call the soul, the true non-local nature of conscious reality becomes evident. New rules emerge. If you move towards that mind, which is all of the matrix of existence itself, it appears that there are no rules. You become non-local. The five senses, brain, and ordinary mind appear to have a location in time and space for the perceiver experiencing there. As the position of this perceiver shifts into what I like to call the superconscious mind or soul, non-local aspects of conscious being begin to be appreciated. The universal mind is the direct, full experience of non-locality. In the ordinary mind, we experience the local, but in the other two minds, we experience non-locality. In 2001, I had my first direct experience with the non-local nature of consciousness. I was a subject in an experiment designed by Gary E. Schwartz at the Human Energy Systems Laboratory on the University of Arizona School of Medicine campus. I will never forget non-locality and now experience it every day. We all do. It was there that I met my principal mentor, Rosalind L. Bruyere, Doctor of Divinity. Rosalind initiated for me a 20-plus year exploration of the non-local nature of the human species. As a person, Rosalind has ventured deep into the non-local matrix of consciousness. In one afternoon, she taught me a method where I perceived and operated with non-local consciousness. I now teach this simple method, incorporating this daily into my standard Western medical practice. This method is simple because you are currently doing it. When I am successful, to the degree that I am successful, my patients experience profound healing on the physical, emotional, and spiritual levels. Put very simply, all I am doing is shifting their position as a perceiver from the local to the non-local. If the perceiver I am helping can recognize and reproduce the physical sensations, emotions, feelings, and spiritual realizations present in the non-local states of consciousness, they heal on these levels in a most extraordinary way. The longer they remain in these states, the more profound their healing becomes. There is a very direct way to shift the perceptual position of another consciousness within the matrix. When we encounter a conscious being, we have the opportunity not only to discover their level of consciousness, but also to reach it as well. For most of us, our consciousness is as turbulent as the surface of a stormy sea. Deep within the matrix, this becomes a quiet, mirrored pool without the hint of a single ripple. This is where we heal. Others are already there. My experience of the non-local came suddenly one afternoon, and after that I sought this precious jewel of existence for myself and my patients. I discovered my final destination and created a map of consciousness. You can use this map easily, but only if you realize it is not the destination. Who keeps a map when they reach their destination? Become aware that you are already there. This video is among a series of videos in this playlist that serve as a condensed version of an audiobook I am composing describing my path, along with the realizations and explanations that are emerging as I approach the destination. The raw audio files that will be in this audiobook I am adding to another entitled Metaphysical Healing as I create and load them. This playlist is on this channel. I would be pleased if you listened. The time has come for me to share what I have found. My blessings to you as you discover the ultimate path of healing.